Well, time now for a little landscape tip with Johnathan Miller. And Johnathan, I ask you about borders, because a lot of people want to make a flower bed. They want it to look good. So you've got some ideas for us, don't you?
Yes, I have several different options that you can use for your landscape borders. The first one is one you see a lot. It's this steel edging, which it's covered in a powder coating material. But one thing about this is after a while, this powder coat will wear off and it'll begin to rust. So this is the cheapest option, but it's not always the best option for your landscape borders.
Certainly not the prettiest option.
And it's not that attractive either.
Now this blew my mind. You were showing me this. This looks like a regular board, but it's bendable.
Yeah, this is called Bend-A-Board. And
It's a good name.
You can actually make really nice curves. So if you want that curvy landscape, those borders, and it's actually made out of recycled plastic.
Okay.
So this isn't gonna decay or rot like some of the other materials.
Now this one is 4 inches, but you've got ones that are bigger than that too, right?
Yeah, this is a 4-inch and it comes in 6-inch as well. And what's good about that is you can bury that a good 3 inches under the ground, and that'll help that Bermuda grass from creeping under. It'll just help keep that out of your beds.
Now, you must have been at my house to see that Bermuda grass creeping in. That's a bad thing.
Yeah.
So you've got some other options
Yeah,
here.
some other options. I've set up this border around this tree, just made up of a bunch of various types. In the front here, we have, it's what's called a chopped stone. And it's actually flagstone that they've chopped in this 4-inch. It comes in 4-inch, 6-inch, and 8-inch wide.
Okay.
And this border you see a lot, and it's really nice because it just creates this nice
It's real
element.
natural looking.
Yeah, it's a natural stone, but it's still kind of formal with the way it's chopped into these squares. And one way to keep out Bermuda grass with this is if you use another type of edging behind it, like the Bend-A-Board. And that creates your bed line, and then you can line the front with this rock to keep that Bermuda grass from creeping in.
Okay.
Another option is also to set this in concrete. And so if you set these in concrete, the grass can't get through the concrete joints.
Okay.
And over onto this side here, we have flagstone. These are just flagstone chunks, and I call this a stacked flagstone wall. And you can create this various heights and create just a nice little element with stacking the stone, and you can do it at any height, and it's still that natural stone, so it gives you that natural look.
Now are these called key blocks or keystone blocks?
Yeah, so these are pre-manufactured, made out of concrete. They don't look as natural as a stone, but they're good for building small retaining walls, things of that nature, and they create a nice border as well. As you can see, compared to the stone, they don't look quite as natural, but they still have a nice look to them. And they do create nice low walls.
Now you can get those in different thicknesses, can't you?
Yeah, they come in all different shapes and sizes. They're smaller blocks. This is a pretty large one. They come in small, reddish, orangish tints, all different colors available in this. And then this here, again, is another chopped stone, where this is the wider one. That one we looked at first was that 4-inch. This is an 8-inch. And why I like the 8-inch is it's a lot larger, and you can make kind of a low retaining wall with that if you need to build up one of your beds.
Well, the nice thing about this more flat surface too is that if you have it high enough, depending on the bed, it can also be extra seating out in your patio area.
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
And then over here I just have some boulders stacked. And what's nice about these is they add a different dimension. Sometimes when I use boulders, I like to incorporate them with another type of edging as well, like this chop stone and the boulders to kind of break up the height. So it would be kind of expensive if you did your entire bed with a boulder wall. But it looks nice if you just have a few accenting a corner.
It's a great idea. Well, lots of options here at TLC, and for people who are interested, just come here to the landscape office and ask for some good advice. Thank you, Johnathan. Appreciate it. Well, coming up next, Linda Shackelford will be along, the garden guru, to answer your garden questions. Stay with us.